Hey YouTube, Casper here. I haven't done a live, riding live for a little while because I didn't have a way to attach the phone properly. I didn't have a proper phone holder. And I finally ordered one that seems to be able to do the job. So I thought I'd just give it a go. The only problem with it is it shakes a little bit in the holder, whereas the other one, the way I was doing it before, seemed to be a little bit more secure. Anyway, it's a really shitty day here in Brisbane. Have to go for a drive. I have to go for a drive up the sunny coast. Oh shit. Yes, they call it the sunny coast, even though it's not sunny today. It's my usual, have to go and get some stock from another warehouse trip. I went to go yesterday, guys, and I was going to do a live on the way, because mostly freeway driving. And the fucking highway was chockers, both ways, north and south. So I ended up just turning back. My time could be better spent at work, where I'm absolutely flat chat. Been very busy, very busy. I'm either busy or I'm sleeping. So the problem with this holder is it shakes a little bit. I don't know if I can do anything about that, but... So yeah, it's a crappy day here today. It's only 23 degrees C, which is a lovely temperature. But it's overcast, it's been pissing down rain. I'll tell you what, our lawns are growing so fast. Like I had to go, I did my sister's property last weekend or last Friday afternoon. Was it last Friday afternoon? Last Friday. Oh man, I'm hoping the freeway at least cruises along. So I've got my trailer on today. It is a bit shaky, isn't it? I've got the trailer on today because I have quite a list of things I need to get out of my other warehouse. And I can't cram it all in the car. I mean, I've got a Mazda 3 hatchback. And the back is, half the hatch is full of subwoofer box. And I don't really feel comfortable putting all this stuff in my back seat. So I hooked the trailer on. But I can't put everything in the trailer either because some of the stuff I can't really afford for it to get wet because the packaging will fuck up. So I don't know, I have to work it out what I can put in the back and what I can put in the front. Who's here? Oh, Becky Boo. Hey Becky Boo. I did answer your question. Look at that, it's still shaking. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Sorry about the shakiness of the camera. Yeah, crappy rainy day. Yes, I was just saying, I'm really not happy with the way it shakes, so I'm gonna have to make something else to give that a bit of, like, I'm holding it now with my hand and it's pretty steady. So sorry about that. It was a little bit of an experiment today. Yeah, it's a really shitty day. I was laying in bed this morning and it was fucking pouring outside. I didn't even want to get up. I didn't want to get up, but I just have so much to do at work and they kind of rely on me. So I can't be just lazing off because I do have I'm still getting over certain things and having trouble with some motivation stuff. All right, what's here? I have found a good car. They have really good car months, I think. What do you mean by car months? Am I reading that properly? Oh, car mounts. Sorry. Yeah, but I did buy a really good one. And let me try to explain it for you. You know how like they make these ones back with the clamp that goes under like where your dash is. I mean, the dashes are the same no matter what friggin' country we're in. You know, it's got like that big clip that goes underneath the underside of the dash hood, and then it clips on the upside, right? Now that's the one I have, right? But it's really universal. You can use it anywhere, and you can use it at all different angles. It's like that's why I thought I could make something of it. So what I did was, instead of attaching it to my dash hood, I've put the whole clamp thing over the display unit, which sits in the middle of the car above the dash. It's a Mazda 3. I mean, you can look it up. So then I just use the angle of the clamps to make it look like this. So basically I can't use the display, which I don't need to while I'm doing a live. I don't really need to use the display. I've got the radio on. But yeah, it vibrates a little bit, so I'm gonna have to fix that up. Oh, this is where I was traveling along here yesterday, and it was just the traffic just stopped, and it was like this. So I ended up turning off. At the exit that I normally get off to go home. Tiny bit. What? It's not too bad. Like the shaking is not too bad. I'll do something about it. Just needs to be a bit firmer. That's all. I'll work something out. Oh, it's not shaking too bad. Okay. It is a little bit of an experiment. So what's been happening? I've been like, you know, I'm more of just of an observer these days, just kind of over a lot of stuff. So, but I do like to watch a bit of YouTube, like if I'm like when I go to bed or something like that, and I can't keep up with everybody's streams, even if I'm just, oh, I don't like everybody breaking. Oh no, it's doing it again. Everyone's slowing down again. It's getting kind of congested, but it might be just because of the ramp people coming on. Oh, I know why. Because there's an exit. Oh my God, there's an exit. Still only, it's like a kilometer away. All right, I'm hoping that's just because of that exit to Beachmere. Becky, I know where you've been hanging out, but not holding that against you. I kind of was a little bit like surprised, but I'm not talking about smoking Solventis. Sorry, I just had to concentrate for a little bit what was going on here. I know Becky loves the unusual folk. Oh shit, that laugh sounded like someone else. Let's hope the traffic stays. Oh no, that's shaking heaps. What are you talking about? Oh no, that's terrible. Just gonna move over. No, I wasn't talking about that. But, no. Sorry, the angle's a little bit different with this too. I can adjust it, but anyway, it'll do. I was going to like just talk about that whole thing with, you know, it's funny, if you wait long enough, things change so much. Yeah, I'll tell you later. You know, with the whole Poon coming on the scene. Started streaming. He started streaming about, I don't know, a month ago or something like that. And then this Lycan theory. His name's Jamie, I believe. I didn't know who he was until he came around and kind of started watching him. And I think he's a full-time streamer. And then they're like fighting with RDA or whatever. And then Wendy's involved and in the middle of it. And there's that whole control thing going on with her streams and with AOC. Alex, I believe his name is. Stop it. It's shaking. I reckon if I just put a little bit of foam behind that between there, it should be fine. But it shouldn't shake like that on the freeway. Not going to enjoy this trip. But I just find it interesting how they're all how they're fighting. And then you got Rev in there too, Rev's, jumping in it because he does. He jumps in everything. Where he thinks he can make a name or belong somewhere. He's jumping on the side of RDA. RDA probably don't want nothing to do with him. But anyway, that's, like I said, I'm not jumping in there and jumping into anything. I'm just kind of observing, and it's kind of funny, and now they're starting to strike each other. I noticed certain striking going on. That whole striking Wendy business, I gave Wendy some advice, and I don't expect her to listen, but I didn't feel like I wouldn't be me if I didn't say something, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but Wendy never used to stream, and we made a point of bringing her on every time we streamed or did a show or live or whatever. I don't know what you call them. We always made an effort to have Wendy on for 15 minutes, and we would try to have her on, towards the end of our stream so that we could sort of kind of help promote her and, drop her PayPal and stuff like that. I mean, I've donated many times to Wendy. And when I started noticing that she was streaming, I knew that it wasn't gonna be good, because yes, she's let me just try this. All right. But yes, she she's a slow adult, guys, but she's no dummy. She knows how to work stuff out. People maybe have helped her and stuff, but there's certain things that she doesn't grasp the concept of, and unfortunately a lot of that is how people can kind of be a little bit manipulative, in some way. They might have good intentions, but I just don't think it's going to work out very well. I think she might have been better off, like it's pissing down now. I think she might have been better off having no wrenches and just doing it herself. I just don't think, sorry if you're hearing all that rain, I'm not sure how loud I'm coming through, but I just feel for her that she's not going to be able to grasp what, not that people are being nasty to her or anything like that, and I do believe people, some people do have, I know there's people, I know she's wrenched people, and I mean, I could be a wrench too if I wanted to be, but I just don't want anything to do with it. You know, like Wendy kept asking for me all the time and that, and I just don't want to be part of the. It's just like a real shit show or whatever you call it. It's like uncontrollable. Hey Cass, nice to see you. Yeah, I haven't seen you around, Cass. I know people take breaks, you know, I don't really judge people. If I don't see them for a while, it doesn't really mean anything. I mean, I'll probably be taking a break after my live on the 13th, which is the 12th for you guys. Sorry, I've just been concentrating a little bit. Yeah, it really is coming down. Cass, I was saying I tried to make this trip yesterday. So I'm trying it again today. It's the usual trip I make up to my other warehouse. I actually do have an interesting story about that. So we've outgrown our premises where we're currently at. And we're looking for a bigger place than we're looking like we're going to buy. So we're probably going to have to build from some place that already has a DA, which is a drawing design approval or whatever. So you can, it's basically a building permit, you know. But it's going to cost us about $3 million bucks, and I don't have a spare. The owner is here in Australia, and one is in South Africa. Our business partner is in South Africa. So yeah, we're going through that at the moment, and all this stock that I have up here at this warehouse has to eventually come back down to wherever we move to. So, oh, sorry, I missed that last chat. Sorry. Let me just go back to this mode, fast mode. It's going to let people sort of cruise back. I've been around, everyone seems to be fighting. Yeah, that's, you know what? You know, the people that I get along the best with is people that try to stay neutral. And it's not easy, I know, girls. It's really, really not easy, you know. Sometimes you get forced. Actually, one of my friends has been forced into that situation, I think. But I don't really know the full story, and it really does suck. And I you know, it's hard because I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I don't know if you can see it from my perspective, but sometimes I'll see a mod of mine in a channel where he has said shitty things about me. He doesn't know me, but he, you know, only knows stories about me, which half of them aren't fucking true anyway. And I kind of like, initially I got kind of like a little bit upset, but then I thought to myself, no, you have to realize that people are allowed and should be allowed to go anywhere. And I'm a good example of it because I was censored. I was censored by from talking to people and going to other channels when I had a ball and chain around me, which I no longer have. So I'm hoping to, you know, change that. I'm hoping to just go back to being, you know, a neutral person who can just go into a live stream if only for the sake of talking to the chatters, you know? So I've been busy in my spare time, not that I have any spare time, but I've been busy prepping for my my live on Saturday week. Oh my God, I wake up in the middle I wake up in the middle of the night with like I remember something that I want to bring up, so I have to get up and write it down. So far I have probably about 10 pages of stuff written down because I need dot points and stories and stuff like that. So I have to write it all down, like things that have happened in the past that I would like to explain and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to touch on my my old dating profile, and I'm going to touch on everything and everyone. And I don't give a fuck. It's not negative. It's just telling my story of how things have evolved and how things went about, how things got so fucked up. And it's closure for, as I explained to a few friends of mine, it's closure for me. You know, I never defended myself when stuff happened, and you know that was, I don't know, 4 months ago. If anyone's been the more reserved, quiet, mature person, it was me. And now it's going to be my chance of, all right, it's starting to dry up now. Good. I'm going to stick to 100 today. I'd rather people just go past. It is 110 here, but this highway is renowned for accidents. And people don't drive very well in the wet. You know, some people drive excessively too fast, and some people even drive excessively too slow, and it's a bad mix, and it causes accidents. And I'd rather just be cruising along here. I'm not in any hurry. I would like to get. Oh, someone asked me the time. Sorry, Becky, asked me the time before. It's nearly 13 to 8 in the morning here, Thursday. So getting back to the whole, you know, Poon 98 and bloody liking and all that. So the thing is, I like dropping into different lives, and sometimes for me it's not a matter of who I follow, you know, like I religiously go in any one particular live. A lot of the time it's really dependent on the time difference and who's on. Like sometimes, guys, if I watch a couple of shows, or I want to go to bed earlier, listen to something, the only people that might be live is probably Poon, because he seems to be on a fair bit, and sometimes Wendy. I think sometimes Wendy. Well, not so much, maybe. She goes live a bit earlier, I think. Or darling Nikki's goes on. She usually goes on that kind of time that Jamie, like Making Lemonade, used to go on. But I kind of don't listen to Nikki too much anymore either, so don't know what's going on with her. Although you can start a campaign in Nikki's chat if you want. Hashtag unblock Casper. Anyway, I'm sure that might work itself out in time, but I don't know. After my live, I won't be talking to that many people, so if you're in my Discord or have me in a chat or something like that, then you're okay. Yeah, you're right, Cass. You know, like, I'll give you an example, you know, just a random example. The other night, I think it was in Poons or whatever, and I didn't really know what was going on with people. Like, I know there's a lot of people that aren't there at the moment or something, I noticed. But it was JoJo's birthday. Now, JoJo's always said hello to me in any chat, and she goes in a few different chats. And so even though I wasn't in the conversation, I wasn't joining in on anything. I was just listening. I think I was in bed. I was just listening. I wanted to say happy birthday to her. So I said happy birthday to her. And then she said, thank you, Casper. And, I really didn't say anything else. And then last night, I was coming home from the club because I go on the promo night on Wednesday nights to the club. I had a shocking night too. I wanted to listen to something on the way home, so I switched it on, and I think Poon was the only one that was live. So I switched it on, and then bloody Space Monster was on there, who I haven't heard from for a while. Space Monster was on there just having a discussion. I think it was about fucking news media. Oh, Becky, I think you were there, right? Because I saw your comment. Yeah, I was driving. Yeah. So I listened to that on my, 40-minute drive home, and then I think I pretty much went to bed, and then I listened on the iPad or whatever, and I think I fell asleep. Yes, that's right. Kind of got a little bit too deep. For me, like, because I don't really watch a lot of news. Maybe for that. Oh, Irish Eyes, sorry I didn't see you there. Yeah, I'm live. It's about 7 minutes to 8 Thursday morning on a shitty Brisbane rainy day. I'm heading up to my other warehouse to get some stock. I don't think I've done too many lives doing this trip because I actually used to spend this time back in the day talking to a certain person. But I decided that I'd just do a live for a change. And I'm testing out this new phone holder, but it's a bit wobbly. So I apologize for the wobbles. But yeah, nice to see you. How are things going over there? Is COVID kind of flatlining yet, or is it still out of control? Because I've been hearing some really bad things in different countries. I think Brazil was the one I was listening to. I was reading about really bad, 235,000 deaths or something in Brazil. It's just fucking scary as fuck. Sometimes it's great to live on an island. Yeah, that's right, Becky. I don't know if there's any right or wrong. It's just different, isn't it? And you're always going to get that argument, between an Australian. Well, it's going to turn into an argument. Oh shit, the Brazilian strain hit there? Oh fuck. I heard, and I don't know even if this is true, we're talking about, fake media and scaremongering and stuff. But I heard that the strain, a new strain, I don't know if it's a Brazilian strain, I heard that all the vaccines aren't going to work for it. And I don't know how true that is, but that's just what I heard. Oh, this talking's making me thirsty. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Sorry. Seinfeld gag. Do you see that sign there? Follow signs. Ignore GPS. Could you imagine someone just driving along? I've heard stories, right, where people drive along and just drive off ramps and stuff because they're following the GPS. Yeah, the only Brazilian I know is like when the ex used to say, I'm getting a Brazilian, I'd go like, whoa, choice. Yeah, well, what they're doing is they're constantly working on the different, they're constantly working on the different strains apparently. But I think, you know, everyone's just trying to get on top of it wherever it is, however they can. My mum works in the health industry, and she's getting the shot soon. There's been some kind of rollout delay here. I have heard other countries are rolling it out, and I know that a lot of people just simply don't want it. That's okay. That's I believe that's a choice. People have to respect people's choices, and hopefully that the people that do get it does create, you know, the herd immunity or whatever it is, and then people that didn't want to take it are going to be safe anyway. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. I believe the numbers are here in Australia is that we're going to need 60% of people taking it for it to be effective in Australia. So, people are breaking down here. It's always scary. I mean, I'm more than halfway there, I believe. Oh, okay, it's maybe just a change of speed. That everybody's starting to act fucking stupid. Look, at the end of the day, Becky, whether you choose to take it or not, right? At the end of the day, I don't want anyone to catch it. You know, I don't want anyone to get sick from it. I don't want anyone to die from it. That's the bottom line. Exit 188. It's slowing down. Yeah, but I've had some conversations here in Australia with people that don't want to take it, right? And I basically, like, I'm not one of these people that are going to start yelling at people and saying, you know, about Corona. What I'm more interested in is their reasons why they don't want to take it, and you can't even really argue too much with them about it, because their reasons their reasons for not taking it are the fears that we have with the people that are taking it. And I'll give you some examples. One is all vaccines are being created quite quickly, quite rushed quite quickly, and no long-term effects is one of the reasons. And that is a fear for the people that are taking it. You know, like, I think Becky just wrote that exact thing in the chat, actually. But even if the vaccine took 5 years to develop, Becky, you'd still have fears. Your fears would still be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, could you imagine if in all these people took the vaccine, and then in 2 years' time we found out that it has a birth defect or something like that, and then our kids were being grown. You know, our kids are being born with some kind of fucking, you know. Oh, Becky, look at that. She's writing exactly the things that I'm kind of talking about, like almost to the letter. So, yeah, it is a worry. It is a worry. And what if we find out, what if I go and have it, and then we find out that it amplifies my chronic fatigue syndrome, right? What, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then that affects the rest of my life. So, yeah, it's kind of scary. Maybe not as scary as catching COVID, though. I mean, Iris just said before that she's in full fucking lockdown. Fuck. I mean, I'm so grateful and I've been so lucky here in Australia that I haven't lost any income, any work. Had to wear a mask for a fucking week or something when at a mask at work for a day because we were on a 3-day mandatory lockdown to get some control over something. And then I had to wear a mask if I went into a shop. Wow, big deal. That is nothing compared with what you guys have had to put up with, or had to deal with. Absolutely nothing. Hey, Poon. I was just talking about you before, bro. Oh, well, not particularly you, but the whole, Poon, Lycan, and the Wendy, and the RDA, and all that beefing that's going on. It's like, I've been on YouTube for I don't know, couple years. Oh, I've been on YouTube since 2007, but around this kind of community for 18 months or 2 years or some bullshit. And it's just amazing how it goes through different stages and different people come up and then different people fight and then some people just completely disappear. You got new streamers coming on and new beefs, people fighting with each other. It's like, oh my God. It's just like you sit here and you go oh yeah, that's funny, Cass. No, I didn't say. He can go back and listen to the replay. I didn't say that. Hey, I'm a mod for Poon, so I've listened to Poon when he wasn't even who he is now, if that makes any sense. I listened to Poon when he was in darkness and I can relate to it. I mean, those streams aren't even up anymore, I would dare say. And I don't even give a rat's ass about his personal issues that he has with his, ex-partner or whatever. That's not my business. I know some of it, and I fucking cringe of when people do that shit because I've had it done to me too, and I respect people's privacy and I feel sorry for this situation. It's bullshit. And I've never spoken to Poon about it personally, and I just respect him. And the best streamer, best newcomer, Poon, best newcomer streamer. Tell you what, bro, I don't know how you're doing that, putting those hours in. Fuck me dead. If I was putting those hours in that you're putting in, I'm assuming you're trying to get your view time hours up. If you can make a few bucks from YouTube, bro, you go for it. And a lot of people were giving him grief about asking for donations to give his son a birthday party, whatever. Well, I don't mind. I fucking threw Poon a few bucks. I always give. I never take. I don't know if people know that about me. I got to give way here. So I have to behave. I have the boys in blue behind me, but they just merged in from that lane. So I'm hoping that they'll get into the other lane. Yes, they are, and they're going past me. So I don't know. That's good. Good. Go on. See him there. You'll see him in the camera now. There's our police cars here. That one's a Camry, V6 Camry. So that's not even like a pursuit car or anything. You know what they're making now? These coppers, they're driving around in fucking Stingers. Hey AJ, nice to see you. I'm really not that far. I'm really not that far off my destination, guys. Look at this talking. So, I'm really giving my throat a freaking go. So yeah, I jump into Poons and say g'day every now and then, and say g'day to Aussie, and I don't know Lycan very well, but like I've listened to a couple of his streams. I think what people don't appreciate is that everybody's different, and it's just like everyone's so intolerant of each other, especially on YouTube. It's like if some stream is like kind of different, it's kind of like viewed as a bad thing. You know, like you're gonna get like you're gonna get your characters. I mean, everyone's a character now, and if you like his kind of stuff, you like his kind of stuff that he waffles on about, then fucking go there. And if you like listening to the Poon, you go there. And if you like the shit show that Wendy seems to put on, then go there. If you like, if you like your Molly Go Lightly's or your Laura's or your Mandy Bells and all, just go there. I listen to a large range of things, and sometimes I'm only interested in if the topic interests me, I'll do it. I'll listen or whatever. But sometimes, like if it's that, when it gets into that like real girly drama that they had, that no, thank you. I've had like enough of supporting somebody that's up to her eyeballs in that. And that ain't my scene. Oh, see, this is the same problem again. It's banked up. Where I want to turn off, it's banked up. That's a bitch. That's a bitch. Now, if I want to do the right thing, I would get in that line and sit there for a long time. But what I'm going to try to do is either find a spot to jump in if I can, or I can go further on and basically turn around and use the other exit. It'll take me probably 15 minutes longer though. Oh, and there's also a lane merging as well. See that person. Right. What did I miss then in the chat? I didn't see that. Sorry, I was just looking at the traffic. Sorry, guys. It's hard to keep up with the chat sometimes. Except for like 5 dudes. Oh, I might be able to get in here. Okay. I was lucky enough to be able to score a little gap there. So are you guys having your own chat, or are you asking me questions? Because I was preoccupied. Oh, fuck, that worked out really well. Fuck, I was lucky. So I probably got you guys for another 5 minutes or so. Thanks for everyone that came in, who dropped in and had a chat with me today. Appreciate it. Haven't done a drive for a while. Probably won't be doing any lives maybe until the 13th, which is the 12th for most of you folk. It will be approximately 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe. Who is abusive? What? Oh yeah, I get you, AJ. Sorry, I just caught up. Yeah, I get you. AJ, that video you did, the excuse me, the makeup one. Yeah, that was good. I listened to it. Yeah, it was good. Can I just say, I know you probably love your makeup, but can I just say that you have like natural beauty. You don't even need that kind of makeup. I hope you take that as a compliment, because that's what it's meant as. And I saw, like, look, I saw you talking to your boy too. Like that was so, yeah. I didn't realize I didn't know how I knew you had a boy, but I didn't know how old he was. But yeah, it was really nice to I don't know if he took it down or whatever, but yeah, I listened to it. I was cleaning out my room. I was moving something. I was moving my room around. And I was listening to AJ's video, and she was talking about stuff, and I really, really related to some of the things that she said. Especially when she said that she'd be abused, and then they would apologize the next day, and then a week later they'd do it again, and that's exactly what happened to me. Exactly, by the same person. And there's a pattern there, and I won't put up with that either. I won't put up with that either, especially when I did the same thing. I mean, my relationship with that creator obviously was different than AJ's, and everyone's relationship is different. But the same shit happened to me, exactly the same shit, and I'm not putting up with it. I'm not putting up with it either. So yeah, I'm not supporting that person anymore, or sub to that person, or giving that person views. Nope, it's not going to happen. I'm not putting up with that shit. At least I wanted to. Oh, it says I'm live again. Sorry guys, some internet problems. But anyway, I'm at my destination, so I just wanted to say thanks for anyone for coming in my live. Thanks for everybody who watches the replay. If you want to play, if you want to use my play my playlist for me, I've almost got my watch time as up. Oh, sure, my suspension appreciates that. All right, so I got to reverse into this driveway. Oh, good, there's no car in there. Sweet. You can hang with me for a second. Let me put my... Now, where's the keys for this place? Talk amongst yourselves, guys. Oh, okay. Did everyone leave yet? All right, hang on. I need to turn my... I've got to turn smart driving off. Otherwise, it won't let me reverse. All right. Oh, it's been a while since I've reversed into this friggin'... It's a nightmare. too bad. Could have been better. I haven't done it for a little while. I need a little bit more space. Difficult. I had to line up. He's trying to line up with the actual skinny driveway, which is really difficult. Because there's really not much room. All right, guys. I've done about 30 reverses into this driveway, skinny driveway, and I probably only lined up perfectly like twice. But now I'm lined up perfectly. So being front wheel drive, when I take off, I know it'll take off okay. Won't skid in the dirt, and I'm lined up with the roller door. So anyway, guys, thanks for dropping in, and catch you on the flip side. Peace out.